that's when it hit me of the karmic patterns I needed to break. I come from a family that had been obsessed with the spotlight. Not necessarily obsessed. We come from it that it enslaved us.
Became your identity.
It became our identity in the household.
Yeah.
Because who I am is a reflection of him, is a reflection of my mother, because I have selected these two people as my parents to bring me on this earth. Because you choose your parents when you come on earth. But also I realized the entertainment industry is very low vibrational.
It's
Is what I'm saying now.
Yo, Bagiti, I just landed from the airport and I thought I could grab some lunch before shooting for EYL. But the airport food prices are ridiculous. What the heck? 200 Rand for a sandwich that's even drier than my ex's texts. 80 Rand for a bottle of water that's probably just repackaged tap water. Criminal behavior, if you ask me. Now, let me put you on. Success is not just about hard work. It's about working smart. You gotta be box clever. Hit the KFC drive-thru before your flight and grab the Crunch Box meal for 59 Rand 90. I get way more food for way less money than a single snack. Then I walk in like a champ while everyone else is stuck paying premium prices for struggle meals. Hit KFC, grab a Crunch Box, and enjoy a piece of original recipe chicken, a crunch burger, small chips, and a drink, all just for 59 Rand 90.
To save you.
From those other spirits.
From those other spirits who were now running with me. Yeah. It took a long time to understand. It's very deep. It's a journey.
There's an it girl right now watching this, rolling their eyes, because they watch, trust me, they watch silently, because a person like you, they know they will learn from.
You're right.
Whether they want to learn through admitting that they are learning or not.
Yes.
But they will listen and hear. And those who listen, they will hear.
Right.
And they're rolling their eyes because they're like, Nonhle is saying that because she's no longer important or relevant anymore.
Yeah.
Nina, I'm peaking right now. I've got millions of followers on Instagram. I've got a beautiful home in Bryanston.
Yeah.
I've got multiple cars that I post. I've got endorsements. Nonhle just couldn't keep it up.
Right.
What do you say to her? Because she's convinced it will always be like that for her.
Sure.
Basically, Nonhle is bitter.
No. I would never, I always say they must enjoy. Sometimes I look back and I go, I wonder if the things I know now, would I have preferred to still be naive about everything? I mean, now I have nice things. I have brands now and again that I like to wear, and but I'm not a person, especially now, who will be posting that stuff, because I've learned that you just open the door for jealousy.
Yes.
So the spirits.
Yeah.
So I would say enjoy. Everyone is here on a journey, and I'm not here to convince other people to understand my journey, or to feel like they must learn from it. Those that have eyes will see me when they watch this. Those who have ears will hear me when they hear this. That's all I can say, because we're all on different journeys.
In your opinion, is being a it girl somebody living in purpose?
You know how even this it girl thing even started? I remember I was just doing what I love to do. I was just a presenter on Channel O, And I remember I had just been voted as sexiest woman by Sowetan. These were things that I was not physically searching out for, number one. My purpose was just to utilize television as a medium to reach people and make people happy. Because the reason I got on TV, yes, I was around it and I saw it, but I also used to use TV as an escape because I had a toxic family dynamics that I was living under. Whenever I would watch television, especially Channel O, it used to make me feel good. Like, I would be happy coming from school to watch Candy Litchfield, Mboso Tabete, and I used to dream of being part of such an elite group of young people on TV. So my thoughts was never anything past, I would love to do that. I would love to touch people with my words, with music, because I used to love music and my taste was impeccable. And I was like, these guys get to talk about musicians, and I wanted to go to America because music videos were a thing back then. I used to dream of traveling to the United States of America by watching music videos. And I used to see the women and I used to just think, they're so beautiful. This is the type of life I would like to feel one day or experience, not realizing that I was manifesting, you know. So my intention on TV, when the opportunity came, when I knocked at the door of Channel O after matric, I just wanted an opportunity to shine my light and make other people feel the way I used to feel when I watched TV. And doing it so well and people enjoying it because it was authentic. I wasn't a gimmick. I was naturally myself. And people gravitated to loving me for me because as a presenter, people start falling in love with your personality, your aura, your energy and your charisma, because that's what it is. It's energy. And when my energy was just started captivating, and at the time, DSTV, we had about 100,000 subscribers. We were not even watched by millions of people. So I didn't think I'd be that big because I was like, I'm not on SABC. And I was very intentional about not wanting a big platform like SABC because I had seen how big and famous people were. My intentions weren't really to be as famous.
I get you.
Yeah. I just wanted to be able to be in this channel called Channel O, and it was on DSTV. And those people were cool. And I wanted to be on KTV, which was a kids television network in the mornings. Those were my desires. So as I was doing it well, the channel, I grew, people liked me, and I started being nominated. Networks, I mean, other mediums started picking up on this girl on Channel O. And I was starting being nominated for things like sexiest. I was just being myself. I didn't have an intention of ngizoba sexy.
Yes.
Ngizoba muhle. I'm just being me because there's nothing else I know what to be like. And then I won those things, and with the channel, I grew that they offered me different shows. My viewership was growing. And then the channel started seeing that I have this Midas touch, that whatever I do prospers. Because remember, I'm a child of God, number one. And the Bible does say that, the blessings of the Lord also come. They run after you without any sorrow, right? So the blessings were abundant. And I was pure in spirit. I was pure at heart. I hadn't been corrupted by the industry, because the truth is there is a lot of corruption, and you end up falling into the kingdom of darkness as you enter further into the industry because it is governed by the powers of darkness. But these are the things I now speak about because I've been through them and I learned them. So when I was still pure and oblivious to all of this stuff, I was still just seeking God and my passion. So the It Go came with that. The endorsements of Dark and Lovely came because I manifested them from a pure heart.
Come on, from the source.
From the source. Things were coming gradually until I started tampering the wrong side. That God was now like, you're no longer serving me now. Because what Satan does is what has Satan ever created?
Takes what God has done.
Thank you.
mimics it with something else that looks like it's still you in God, but convinces you to do it that way. And the only reason you're convinced is because you've neglected your spirituality and you're not in alignment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I found myself there. I mean, God gave me a good 10 years in the industry. Then the 10th year, that's when it was like, okay, I was no longer pure at heart. I was no longer pure at heart. And God was now like, I can't anymore. I can only hold on to you for this long. So the It Girl title came from it's not something that is manufactured. It's something that is literally just the purest of you doing something that you are destined to do, and to be a light in the world, and doing it with such beauty and such grace, and being demure as well about it, because I was not loud. My talent wasn't screaming, and I wasn't chasing attention. Things come to me. I feel nowadays people are chasing the limelight. That's why people are constantly posting, they're chasing. So with my It Girl, it was very demure. There was no chasing. It came to me.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Nowadays people orchestrate to enforce the spotlight on them, to create this It Girl thing on them. Is it genuine? Is it original? Is it coming from that source? No, not necessarily. I don't know what you think. What do you think? Am I making sense?
You're absolutely making sense, because you can almost feel a manufactured celebrity. And for a person with your experience in the space, I'm sure it takes one look and you're like, you can even see when there's a lack of talent,
right,
in that particular area, because we're not saying somebody is not talented, but perhaps you're in front of the screen, but your gifting isn't in front of the screen.
Right. But you guys are in a dimension that's very different from our lives. I mean, my era, we had the talent, we had to have the talent, and we had to work hard, and we had to go through the steps of rising to the top. Today, somebody is famous for twerking to a song, and it becomes a challenge, and it becomes viewed, and then that person is now on podcasts talking about how they are now famous, right? But what's the longevity of it now? What's the longevity of it? And what is the message that you are leaving behind? What's the story? Because you're here to also leave a footprint, a legacy, and that comes with, we're here to learn and develop and overcome, and just teach others. We are here for that's why the Bible is so beautiful, because every time I read it, those characters are still alive today.
Sure.
Because they left what? A footprint, an indelible mark. So for me, I respect celebrity culture more, because it's people that have actually left a footprint, or there's been more purpose. Their fame was equivalent to talent, to skills,
I hear you.
To authenticity. It wasn't gimmicks. And it wasn't forced, and it wasn't chased. Anybody can be famous now. So the authenticity of it is very diluted. And so for me, because I'm old school, I still look at things in that lens, So I will say to a young person that go the long route, because it creates more longevity for you. And you don't want to be here for 5 minutes. You want to be here. You want to do what you love, number one, and stay in power. You don't want to do it for the bag, because you will have to sleep with this person, that person, and then what happens? Then it's over, right? Because you can only do that for so long.
Sure, until they want to sleep with somebody else.
If that's the plan. But I don't recommend that. Go through the hard route, and don't chase overnight popcorn. I call it the microwave popcorn generation, where things are done so quickly. And for me, I'm still that girl of quality over quantity. Once everyone can do it and can be it, it just loses its appeal to me. It's almost like if a woman or a man is wanted by or is with everyone. I don't want that. I wouldn't want that at all. I want exclusivity. So that's my desire, and that's what I gravitate towards. But I'm neither here nor there. Because as I said, everyone has a journey.
Sure.
This generation also has their journey to go through. And there's also lessons for them that they will also have to learn and leave behind for the next generation and learn. But I just pray that everybody gets to the point where I have gotten, where you actually have learned and you are living to still see yourself learning. Because in my industry, getting to 43, you got to thank God.
Yeah.
You really got to thank God.
Because those kingdoms?
Because the kingdoms will swallow you up, my baby. They will swallow you up very quickly. I can name many of my peers who never even got to 38.